welcome to H&S Academy. In today's video, I'm going to show you some very useful shortcuts which you can use to be more efficient while using the Excel. So with that being said, let's get started. Number one, now some of these might be very common and it can be used in some other Microsoft applications as well. However, you will definitely find some very useful ones which you aren't probably using right now. So the first one we have is Ctrl plus S. So if you press Ctrl plus S, it lets you save that particular workbook. Next one we have is Ctrl plus P. Now, which is if you press Ctrl followed by the P, it lets you print that particular worksheet. Next one we have is Ctrl plus T. Now, if we select all this data, and what this shortcut does is it creates a table of your selected data. Now, if you press Ctrl followed by T, you can see it gives you a pop-up with some options. Here it says where is the data of your table. So if you, it already knows where the data is. However, if you want to change it, then you can make the changes here. We'll keep this checked because we have the headers in our table, first name, last name, quantity. Press OK, and now you can see it has created a table of your selected data. Now you can see it has different colored rows and also gives you filter options in the headers. Next one, now some of these shortcuts which I'm going to show you right now, these are useful when you want to get around to different sides of the worksheet. So let us get to a different sheet. Here we've got bigger sheet with lots of data in here. So what we can do is, for example, if you're down the list and you're somewhere here and you want to get to the top right corner of your sheet, now what you can do is you can simply press, which is Ctrl plus the home key. If you press it, you can see it takes you to the top right corner of your sheet. Now the next one is Ctrl plus the N key. Now if you press Ctrl while holding the Ctrl, if you press the N key, it takes you to the bottom right corner of your data. So this can be very handy. Now what else you can do with the Control key is if you press the Control key and the bottom arrow key, it takes you to the bottom edge of that particular column. If you press the right arrow key, it takes you to the right edge of that particular row, and then you can simply use the up arrow key to get to the top edge, and then you can use the left arrow key to the left edge on that particular row. So you can move around using the Control key plus the arrow keys. Now if we want to move between different sheets here, so for example, if we are on sheet 3 and if we press Control key followed by page up, it takes you back to the sheet number 2 here. And if you press the Control key page up again, it takes you to the sheet 1. Now if you press the Control key plus the page down key, which is our next shortcut, it takes you to the next sheet. See here, we've moved from sheet 1 to sheet 2 to sheet 3. So these can be very handy tools when you want to switch between different sheets. You're copying some data, you want to copy it from one sheet to another, and you can use this shortcut to move between the different sheets. Now next one we have is actually a very common one. For example, if you're on this sheet and you actually want to copy whatever data is on this particular sheet, one way is to do it like selecting it and dragging it. However, there is an easier way. If you want to select all the data and you can simply press Ctrl plus A. And now you can see it has selected all the data on this particular sheet. Now you can see it has only selected until the end of the data. Now if you press the Ctrl key and A key again, it selects the whole sheet. There are two other shortcuts as well, which is Ctrl C to copy this data, and to paste it in this sheet here, you can simply press Ctrl V and you've got all the data on this sheet as well. Okay, now next one we have is actually another useful tool. For example, if you want to select this particular column and you want to select all of this column, then what you can do is you can simply press Ctrl plus the space bar and it selects the whole column for you. Now the next one is, if you want to select this particular row, which is number 8 row, if you want to select the whole row, instead of going like this, what you can do is you can simply press which is the shift key followed by the space bar, and it selects the rows for you. That's all for today's video. If you haven't subscribed our channel, please do it now so you can stay tuned to our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.